Good morning, dear cadets. Today we will solve only two problems. I have got two problems for you. The problem is on a combination of capacitors. We have learned already the series combination and parallel combination. When the capacitors are connected in series, we know the equivalent capacitance is the reciprocal of equivalent capacitance is equal to sum of the reciprocals of the individual capacitors. Similarly, when the capacitors are connected in parallel, then the equivalent capacitance C is equal to sum of the individual capacitors. Okay, with that thing in mind, today I am going to solve some simple problems. See, this is the network. I think you can see it very clearly. There are two terminals A and B. Between A and B, about 6 capacitors are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out of these 6 capacitors, there are 4 C1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are C1s. Each one is of 3 picofarad. And there are 2 C2s. 2 capacitors of capacitances 2 picofarad. Find the equivalent capacitance between A and B. Find the equivalent capacitance between A and B. This is the problem. Now you see, when such a numerical problem is given, now you have to see the capacitors C1, C2, C1. So I will mark this one as P and Q. So the capacitors between P and Q, you can see here C1, C2 and C1, these are in series. So first I will find out the equivalent capacitance between P and Q. C1, C2 and C1, you can see these are in series. First I will solve it. C1, C2 and C1, which are there between P and Q, are in series. So first I will solve for this. When the capacitors are in series, equivalent capacitance, let me take it as C dash. When they are in series, then reciprocal of the equivalent capacitance. Reciprocal of equivalent capacitance 1 by C dash is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C1. So 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C1. So you can see here 1 by C1 plus 1 by C1. This becomes 2 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Just substitute the value of C1 3 picofarad and C2 2 picofarad. We will get the result. Therefore, 1 by C dash is equal to 2 by C1, 2 by 3 picofarad plus 1 by C2. C2 is 2 picofarad. So, just simplify this. 2 3s are 6 in the denominator, 3 2s are 2 3s are, so 2 2s are 4 plus C, 2 2s are 4 plus 3, it becomes 7. Therefore, 1 by C dash is equal to 7 by 6. Thus, C dash becomes 6 by 7 picofarad. Don't forget this. Pico is nothing but 10 raised to minus 12. So, 6 by 7 10 raised into 10 raised to minus 12 farad. That becomes the equivalent capacitance between P and Q. Now look at it. Between P and Q, I got the equivalent capacitance C dash is equal to 6 by 7 picofarad. So this is in parallel with C2. So this is in parallel with C2. So I will draw one more equivalent diagram, equivalent circuit diagram. So I will call this one as 1. You can just note down so that I will solve for it. Second one, I will solve for it. So here, now we have already found out 6 by 7, that is C dash. C1, C2, C1 in series, we got it as equivalent capacitance 6 by 7 picofarad. So again I have drawn one more equivalent circuit diagram. This is called equivalent circuit diagram. So C1, C2, C1 as it is I have drawn C1, C2, C1. This is the terminal A and B. Right. Between P, Q I have got the C dash. This is P, this is Q. So between P and Q I got 6 by 7 picofarad. Now you can see C2 and C dash, they are in parallel. So first I will find out the equivalent capacitance of this parallel combination. C2 and C dash are in parallel. Right? So when they are in parallel, it is very simple. The equivalent capacitance will be just added. So I will write C equivalent or C between PQ. Okay, C equivalent. Now I will write as equal to C2 plus C dash because they are in parallel. C2 is 2 picofarad and C dash is 6 by 7 picofarad. Simplify this. So 2 by 1. So it becomes 7. 2 sevens are 7 ones are. So 2 sevens are 14. 14 plus 6, 20. 20 by 7 picofarad. 20 by 7 picofarad. So this is the equivalent capacitance which I have shown here. So now the final circuit diagram which I am going to draw is going to be very simple. The final circuit diagram between A and B, you can see between A and B you have got C1, right? And between, this branch already I have found out, it has C equivalent, and between B and this branch is C1 again. I think you can see here C1, and we have got the values also. So now you can see finally the equivalent capacitance between A and B is due to these three capacitors, and definitely you can see them, they are in series. C1, C equivalent and C1, they are in series. So when they are in series, it is again to find the equivalent capacitance. So I will take equivalent capacitance as 1 by C. 1 by C equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C equivalent plus 1 by C1 again because they are in series. So now you can see it is again 2 by C1 plus 1 by C equivalent. That becomes 1 by C. So that is now okay. Now we got C equivalent as 20 by 7. 20 by 7 picofarad. 20 by 7 picofarad. So now I am going to start. Now 1 by C equal to 2 by C1 plus 1 by C equivalent. Therefore I am going to calculate what is C. So C 1 by C plus 1 by C equal to 2 by C1. 2 by C1 is 2 by 3 plus 1 by C equivalent. 1 by C equivalent is reciprocal of this. So it becomes 7 by 20. So in the denominator you see the LCM is 60. So 3 20s are 23s are 2 20s are 40. 40 plus 21 becomes 61. So 1 by C is equal to 61 by 60. 21 plus 40, it becomes 61. So 61 by 60. This is the reciprocal. Therefore, finally C effective that is total effective capacitance across A and B is 1 by this. So 60 by 61 picofarad. 60 by 61 picofarad. This is how we need to solve. Okay. Now we will solve second problem. Okay guys, this is a second problem. Here is the network of 4 capacitors, C1, C2, C3, C4. These all 4 capacitors are of same capacitance, 10 microfarad each. C1 equal to C2 equal to C3 equal to C4 equal to 10 microfarad each. And across this network AD, a supply of 500 volt battery is connected. Potential difference 500 volt. A battery of 500 volt is connected across A and D. The question is to calculate the equivalent capacitance between A and B. Equivalent capacitance between A and D. Between A and D. And what is the charge on each capacitor? This is the simple problem. Now you see, when you look at it, the capacitors between A and B is C1, between B and C is C2, between C and D is C3. These capacitors, when you look at it, they are in series. C1, C2 and C3 are in series. So first I will find out the capacitance, equivalent capacitance of C1, C2, C3 which are in series. So equivalent capacitance of C1, C2 and C3 which are in series. So when they are in series, definitely 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. This becomes the equivalent capacitance. So this I am taking it as C dash. So I am writing 1 by C dash. So therefore next step, 1 by C dash is equal to, each one is of 10 microfarad. So it becomes 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10. So thus it becomes 3 by 10. So we want C dash. Therefore reciprocal of this becomes 10 by 3. 10 by 3 microfarad. So AB plus BC plus CD, this entire branch, now it is reduced to C dash, 10 by 3 microfarad. Now this C dash and C4, they are in parallel. When C dash and C4 are in parallel, now equivalent capacitance, I can write it as C. C equal to C dash plus C4. Equivalent capacitance. Now the equivalent capacitance across AD, I am going to write it as C4 plus C dash, because this entire combination is now reduced to C dash. This C dash is in parallel with C4. So when C dash is in parallel with C4, we get the final equivalent capacitance as C dash plus C4 or C4 plus C dash, which is going to be C4, that is 10 plus 10 by 3. So this becomes 1 by 3. 10 by 3 plus 10. So 1 3s are, 3 1s are. So 30 plus 10, 40 by 3. So finally the equivalent capacitance of this entire network, C, becomes equal to 40 by 3 microfarad, that is 13.3 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad, or 13.3 microfarad. So this is the first part of the numerical problem. Second part is to calculate charge on each capacitor. Now listen here. Since C1, C2 and C3, they are in series, so the charge on each capacitor is same. When the capacitors are connected in series, we know that charge on each capacitor will be same when the capacitors are charged. So here V is the voltage supplied. So I will write voltage, total voltage across A and D is V. V equal to voltage across C1. Voltage across C1 is Q by C1 plus voltage across C2. Voltage across C2 is Q by C2 as we have learned earlier, and voltage across C3 is Q by C3. Since the charge Q is same, therefore Q here and here it will be taken as same quantity. Now if you take out the Q common, so you are left with Q into bracket 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3, which we have already calculated earlier. 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3, we got it as 10 by 3 microfarad. We got this as 10 by 3 microfarad. Therefore, we want to calculate Q. Q is equal to V by this C dash, which I have taken earlier. So this equivalent capacitance I have taken as 1 by C dash. So 1 by C dash. So it becomes Q by C dash is equal to V. Therefore, Q is equal to C dash V. It is not V by C dash. It is Q by C dash. So Q is equal to C dash V. C dash we have already calculated earlier. So C dash is 10 by 3 microfarad. So that is 10 raised to minus 3 into the voltage. The voltage here is 500. So it becomes 500. So if you just multiply this, so we get 1 into 5, 5. 5 by 3 into 10 raised to minus 3. So thus it becomes 5 by 3 into 10 raised to 1, 2, 3 minus 6. So it becomes 10 raised to minus 3 coulomb. So 5 by 3 microcoulomb. So this becomes 5 by 3 microcoulomb. That is the charge on each capacitors C1, C2 and C2. Now similarly, charge on C4 I can calculate very easily. Charge on C4 is again Q4 is equal to C4 into V, because when they are in parallel, potential difference across AD is potential difference across C4, which is 500, and potential difference across AD is also same as potential difference across AB plus BC plus CD. Therefore, I have taken here V as 500. This V as 500 total potential difference. Now similarly, charge Q4. Q4 on C4 is equal to C4 into V. C4 into V is again C4, we got it. We know it is 10 microfarad. 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 into 500. So thus it becomes, you can see here 5 ones are 5. 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 coulomb. That is 5 microcoulomb. So this is how we have to look into the numerical problem and reduce it into convenient equivalent circuit diagram and solve it from the concepts that we have already learnt. Thank you. Have a nice day.